Resources, utilization and development. Exercises, book exercise. Tick the correct option. Future generations will depend on solar energy because it is biotic, man-made, inexhaustible, non-renewable. The answer is inexhaustible. Which one of the following resources can be recycled? Gold, coal, land, natural gas. The answer is gold. All the abiotic resources include living beings, non-living beings, inexhaustible resources, renewable resources. Answer is non-living things. Available resources which are not being tapped fully for the time being are called actual resources, man-made resources, biotic resources, potential resources. The answer is potential resources. Number 5. Which one does not promote conservation of resources? Use resources more efficiently, optimum utilization of resources, use as much resources as required, reduce wastage of resources. For example, the answer is use as much resources as required. Fill in the blanks. Dash can be used again and again after processing. Metals. On the basis of occurrence, resources are classified into two categories: natural and man-made. With advancement of technology, availability of dash and dash labor are necessary for resource utilization, capital and skilled labor. Developed countries are economically self-sufficient and dash advanced technologically. The dash resources need a detailed survey for estimating their quantity and quality. Potential. Write a technical term or an appropriate word for each of the following statements. Any material which is used to satisfy human needs is resources. Resources which can't be renewed, non-renewable resources. Resources which are created by human beings, man-made resources. The resources which are surveyed and developed, actual resources. Sustainable and optimum utilization of resources, conservation. Answer the following questions in brief. Number 1. Utility and value of a resource vary from time to time and place to place. Give any 3 examples to support the statement. Utility and value of resources vary from time to time and place to place in the following ways. Earlier human civilizations flourish along the river valleys as they are used water for irrigating fields. Now human beings are using water for generating energy, irrigation, navigation and industries, etc. China and United States of America are generating more wind energy than India. Why are human beings considered the most important resource for development? Human beings considered the most important resource for development because they have an intelligent mind which can make the best use of nature to create more resources. The utility of resources can only be realized by human beings. Number 3. Differentiate between biotic and abiotic resources. Give examples for each. Resources which are obtained from biosphere and have a life are known as biotic resources. For example, bird, animals, plants, etc. While all non-living resources are known as abiotic resources. For example, land, soil, minerals, water, etc. Why is there a need for resource planning? Give any 3 reasons. Resource planning is important because of the following reasons. It helps in keeping track of remaining resources. It helps in the conservation of various non-renewable resources. It helps in equal distribution of resources among regions that have acute shortage of it. Number 5. Mention any 6 factors on which the utilization of resources depends. The 6 factors on which the utilization of resources depend are availability of resources, skill of human beings, availability of capital, advancement of technology like tools and machines, availability of transport, availability of water. Answer the following questions. Number 1. Human needs and wants are neither uniform in all parts of the world nor static over the years. Explain the statement giving suitable examples. It is a fact that human needs and wants are neither uniform in all parts of the world nor static over the years. For example, in ancient times, people are mainly trying to fulfill their basic needs such as food, clothes, shelter, which were derived from nature. In advanced societies, emphasis has been given to utilization of resources for satisfying the multifarious needs of human beings. Number 2. Distinguish between renewable and non-renewable resources. Which one of the two would you prefer to use and why? Renewable resources. These resources can be renewed either naturally or by the human efforts. These are also called inexhaustible resources. The quality of these resources can be affected by improper use. For example, solar energy, wind energy, etc. Non-renewable resources. These resources can't renew. These are also called inexhaustible resources. These are limited on the earth's surface and their complete utilization can result in exhaustion. For example, oil, coal, etc. I would prefer renewable resources because it is not harmful for nature and it will reduce dependency on conservation of non-renewable resources. Number 3. What is meant by sustainable development? Why is sustainable development the need of the hour? Sustainable development means development that takes place without damaging the environment. It is the need of the hour because most of the resources are limited in quantity. Overuse of many resources has led to their depletion. Therefore, resources should be utilized judiciously so that after fulfilling our present need, they are also conserved for the future generation. Number 4. Describe the various bases of classification of resources with the help of examples. Classification of resources. On the basis of exhaustibility, renewable resources and non-renewable resources. On the renewable resources are water, sunlight and air. Non-renewable resources are coal and oil. On the basis of origin, biotic resources like birds, animals and plants, and abiotic resources like water and land. On the basis of occurrence, natural resources like water, land, minerals, man-made resources like roads, buildings and bricks. On the basis of development, potential resources like uranium in Ladakh and actual resources like black soil in Maharashtra. Value-based question. Gandhi said, "There is enough for everybody's need and not for anybody's greed." Earlier humans adopted simple lifestyle by consuming minimum resources from nature. With the advancement of technology, our resource consumption has increased manifold. It created a void in nature. At present, resources are depleting at a fast rate, resulting in climate change, loss of biodiversity, and dearth of resources. There is a tremendous consumption of water, energy, food, and minerals. For a sustainable society, we all have to change our lifestyle. Especially, the youth has to reduce consumption of resources so that production can be controlled. Minimize the wasteful consumption of resources for a better tomorrow. Adopt sustainable consumption pattern. We have only habitable planet. Care for it. So technological advancement is a boon as well as a bane to human civilization. Give one example each to support the statement. Highlight any two advantages of sustainable lifestyle. As a young Indian, how can you contribute in reversing the adverse impact of human interference on environment? Technological advancement is a boon as well as a bane to human civilization. Give one example each to support the statement. Boon. Technology has improved human life by providing better healthcare, communication, transportation, and efficient resource use. For example, solar energy technology allows us to use clean energy, reducing pollution. Bane. At the same time, technology has led to over exploitation of resources and environmental pollution. For example, industrialization has caused air and water pollution, and excessive use of fossil fuels has accelerated climate change. Number 2. Highlight any two advantages of sustainable lifestyle. It helps in conserving natural resources for future generations by reducing wastage and overuse. It protects the environment and biodiversity by minimizing pollution and habitat destruction. Number 3. As a young Indian, how can you contribute in reversing the adverse impact of human interference on environment? By adopting eco-friendly habits such as reducing water and electricity use, avoiding plastic, and practicing waste segregation. By spreading awareness about sustainable resource use and encouraging others to follow the 5 R's: reduce, reuse, recycle, refuse, and rethink. Map scale. On an outline political map of world, show any 3 developed and developing countries each. On the political map, outline map of the world, mark any 3 developed countries like United States of America, United Kingdom, and Japan. Mark any 3 developing countries like India, Brazil, and Nigeria. Something to do. Prepare a pictorial chart showing classification of resources with examples, like classification basis, types, and their examples. Renewability. Renewable and non-renewable, like solar energy, water, and coal and petroleum. In the origin, biotic and abiotic, forest animals, minerals, land. Occurrence, type A, natural, man-made, rivers, forest, roads, buildings. Development, potential, actual, oil in Arctic region, Saudi Arabia oil. Number 2. Suggest any 5 ways to reduce wastage of resources. Use water carefully and fix leaking taps. Turn off electrical appliances when not in use. Reuse materials like paper and plastic bags. Practice recycling of waste products. Use energy efficient appliances and vehicles. Number 3. List ways to stop water wastage at home and neighborhood. Close taps properly after use. Collect and reuse rainwater for gardening. Avoid washing vehicles and roads unnecessarily. Use drip irrigation for sprinkler systems for watering plants. Repair leaking pipes and taps immediately.